Hello, 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 yo, yo, yo. I am hip hop artist Frankey Barrz, and I got the keys to unity. And I wear this hat cause I'm black. Yes, I am hip hop artist Frankey Barrz. And before we get into today's vlog, please remember to stay tuned to my debut television show, The Frankey Barrz Show. Episode 1 is out now on my YouTube channel and on DCTV, RCN 10, channels Verizon 11, and Comcast 95. Every 7th of the month, The Frankey Barrz Show and The Frankey Barrz Vlog every other Sunday. In this month's street vlog, I want to talk about our black people in these streets. As people of color, black unity is essential. Let's use the word essential because black people naturally have essence. So, black unity, essential. Black support, supporting your black people. Supporting your black people mentally, spiritually, supporting your black people financially, supporting your black people through love, supporting your black people through buying their products, supporting their businesses. Support your black business owners. Support your black business owners that sell products that support black people and support black health, that support black pride, that support the essence of black people. Being a good example, essential for your black youth. Safety amongst our black people, essential to our essence. Well, let me talk about this whole black thing though. Let me talk about this word black. Alright, what is the word black? Technically, black is not a color. Black is the presence of all colors. So when we say black people stick together, or black people be safe, or support black businesses, we're talking about the essence of black people is the presence of all colors. Black being the presence of all colors shows the essence. And when you talk about essence, the core, everything comes from, when I say everything, I mean everything, comes from the essence, comes from the presence of all. As a black man, as Frankey Barrz, I've taken the responsibility to represent all, with black being the presence of all colors, being the essence of all, i.e. Essence Magazine. I don't know. Now, if you pay attention to my hoodie, says together we stand or together we fall. The name of the designer is called Two Noble Kings. Two Noble Kings. Two Noble Kings. And if you believe in black power and you believe in black pride and being a conscious, aware individual, you can purchase one of these hoodies by Two Noble Kings. Order one right now. You should order one right now. Make sure you follow Two Noble Kings on Instagram, 2_Noble Kings. And you can also order through PayPal by entering the email address 2noblekings@gmail.com. I'm going to let you hear from 3 individuals in our hoods of Ward 5, Northeast, Montana, Saratoga, Washington, D.C. And let's hear what they have to say about our people in the streets.
Oh, my name is Frankey Rogers. I grew up in Montana Terrace, which is right up the street. It's a housing complex in the northeast portion of D.C. I grew up in the 90s. I'm 29. It was a lot of, I would say, drugs. It's a very low-income community. I don't want to elaborate too much on the crime because we were a community. Everybody knew each other. Everybody loved each other. It was like a family. If our where to go across the street. And, you know, Miss Barr, she would say, hey, you know, Hakeem, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. I'm going to tell your grandmother. Or she would chastise me right then and there. So it was a tough environment to grow up in. Very tough. But at the same time, there was hope. Our rec center was at the focal point of the community. Then it was the Boys and Girls Club, the Montana Terrace Boys and Girls Club. And that played a pivotal factor in kind of detracting us away from some of the vices that a lot of us face.
Well, I'm from around Montana Avenue, you know, up top. That's where I be at, you know, that's where I was born and raised. You know, it's easy to get drawn into what you call the bullshit. You know, my cousin, Meatball, he got killed 3 weeks ago, shot in the head. And, you know, he was respected in the hood. You know, people knew who he was, things of that nature. But it's like, even with, I feel like I've come so far, you know, from like, I used to be in the hood, you know, stomping down, doing my thing every day. But, you know, I had a God-fearing grandmother who put different ideas in my head and put me in different situations around different people where, you know, I was always going away every summer and things of that nature. But how come they got all these programs, but none of the programs are reaching the adults? None of the programs are reaching the young adults and the teens and the 12-year-old. Like, you go in my neighborhood right now and ask them about certain programs. Oh, we don't know nothing about it. But you'll see, you go to down DOES and they say, we have funding for this program and we're doing this and we're doing that. And Mayor Bowser say we're doing this and we're doing that for the inner city and for the people who are in the struggle and the people who are in the neighborhoods. But how is it that this city is so small, but the resources are so far? Put it like that.
From a young guy growing up in Washington, D.C., it's always been that kind of a struggle. I know I grew up right here on Montana, 18th Street. As a young boy, you know, as a kid, I wasn't really concerned about what the streets was going on, but I always heard it around me. And we always faced things like police brutality or drugs and alcohol and people falling victim to the streets. So the difference is between that is I kind of got out of that. I wasn't trying to, you know, be in that atmosphere or involve myself with that environment because today it's still going on. What happened was I moved away, I went to Virginia, and the difference is you don't see a lot of that in the suburbs. In the suburbs, it's a little more quiet. People are a little more, I guess you could say, friendly, I guess. I don't want to say it's a little more up, but they have a little more control over their state.
Yes, thank you for listening to our people coming live from the streets of Washington, D.C., touching on some things that our black people experience that have been experienced in the 90s, but it's still being experienced until this day. And now Frankie is going to drop bars on his experience in the streets. Yeah, it gets rough. It gets hard, you know? But this is our experience. This is what we see. It's what I experience. I'm just describing it. Look, red line, now we're trapping no gallery place. The strand you get is dependent on how it's gonna taste. Columbia Heights used to trap out at Chipotle. In Atlanta popping bottles of that Dolce. Sometimes it's not about what you say, but what you don't say. Watch me bring the world together like it's crochet. See me marching with the masses for gun control. My friend got shot and killed from a lack of gun control. In D.C., we be at the voting polls. In Atlanta, we be at the stripper poles. We get in a bed and take off all our underclothes. I'm Frankey Barrz, got the keys to her other hoes. So many times I had to hustle in the street. So many times if I ain't hustle, I be on the street. Stay by my phone, cause in a sec it's gonna beep. From the bottom with it happy cause I'm gonna peek. Get it? I wear the hat cause I'm gonna peek cause it's like a peak in my hat or whatever. I'm Frankey Barrz, got the keys to the hood. Versatile, being places you wish you could. Girl Scout cookies, where I keep 'em, I die. Alabama used to trap out a dime. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what I want you to do is point your finger over here and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Point your finger over here and subscribe. Yeah. Let me see you do your fist like this. Like what? Let me see you do your fist like this. Like this. Do your fist like this.